Hi guys, myself Kunal. Uh, Welcome to my online tutorial for AI and machine learning. So if you are at this tutorial, you have already learned about basic Python course. If you have not gone through basic Python, please go to previous course. हम यहाँ पे थोड़ी बहुत ही Python सीख रहे हैं. हमारा focus Python पे नहीं है. We are learning just basic Python so that we can code for AI and machine learning. In this tutorial, we're gonna learn about NumPy and Pandas. So NumPy Python का एक पैकेज है. If you have already gone through my installation video, you would know कि NumPy कैसे इंस्टॉल करते हैं और आपके पास ऑलरेडी NumPy होगा. अगर आपके पास NumPy नहीं है तो you can see my install Python video or any other online tutorial to install NumPy. NumPy में, as the number suggests, it's the number Python library. We have to include it. It is not coming with the basic Python package. इसमें कुछ special function है like cosine, exponential, square root, which make our life more easier. That's why we use Python, right? इसके अलावा using NumPy we can generate many type of different arrays. We can generate random variables, and we can for AI and machine learning, what is the important thing is to generate data. If you have data from any other source, or you can use Python internal libraries to generate data, then only you can apply AI and machine learning to them. So NumPy will help in that. NumPy में वेक्टर, मैट्रिक्स, टेंसर फ्लो, इन सब के लिए काफी इजी लाइब्रेरीज एक्सेस हैं. सो वेक्टर मैनिपुलेशन, like doing exponential things, square root of some number, it is becoming very easy with NumPy. NumPy also help us in matrix multiplication and matrix vector solutions. So let's start with NumPy. We're gonna learn in this tutorial the basics of NumPy. Uh, you can download this NumPy example.ipynb file, Jupyter notebook file, in the link below to this video. Download it and practice it on your laptop. So let's begin. Best of luck. Important NumPy. So we have not seen this type of statement so far. So this will say that import NumPy as NP. So what we do in while we writing Python code, that typing again NumPy becoming very difficult. So it is a standard practice to include NumPy as NP so that you can easily access the functions. So if I control enter, so NumPy is now included in this my Python code. So with NumPy, there are many functions like np.cos, np.square root. So what is a dot? NP is a package. If you want to access any function that is globally available in that package, what is mean by globally available? That is you can access directly from that package. You can access it using dot. Uh, so cosine, square root, logarithmic functions, exponential functions, these are directly available under Python NumPy package. So you can directly use them with np dot function name. So like we have used cosine, square root, logarithmic and exponential function here. So as we know that cosine of np.npy is -1, square root of 1.21 is 1.1, and np dot exponential of 5.2. So by default, whenever we mention exponential, it's always log base e. So same log base e, and then exponential is e raised to power 5.2. So log base e of e raised to power 5.2 is 5.2. Just wrote this to show you the use of these functions. Okay, we can create NumPy arrays by converting list. So question is why we want to convert the list into NumPy arrays, so that we can do more easily available mathematical operations with numpy. जो भी numpy package में easily available mathematical operation है वो हम numpy arrays पे easily कर सकते हैं. So it's better to create numpy array if you want to do some complicated operations with Python list. So vector np.array, we have converted this Python list into vector. Normally print vector, we can directly print this array also. We can easily create matrices by using list of list with np.array. So like in np.array, I have provided these. First square bracket for the entire list. Second square bracket is for individual list. So let me explain you how this work. So let's say I'll write mat1 is equal to np.array bracket. Then if you are providing any list, okay, so like I provided 1 comma 2 comma 3 or 1 comma 2 comma 2, so it will be provided in list. Now if you want to provide list instead of this, so first list, second list, and third list. Okay, how you provide entries in list? 1 comma 2 comma 3, 4 comma 5 comma 6, 7 comma 8 comma 9. Okay, so this will be converted into a matrix. So let's do this. Let's print our matrix mat1. See, so 1 2 3. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. This is the beauty of using numpy package. मैट्रिक्स मल्टीप्लिकेशन को ये बहुत आसान बना देता है, and you're gonna use lot of matrix multiplication in AI and machine learning. So okay, now 1 2 3 4 7 8 9. Let's do the transpose of you know what is transpose of a matrix? If you convert all the rows into columns and all the columns into rows, then it's the transpose of a matrix. So let's do transpose of this matrix. So what should be transpose of this matrix? 1 2 3, then 4 5 6, then 7 8 9. So third row means now will be third column. So control enter. C 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Now imagine अगर ये कोड आपको C++ में लिखना हो, it's gonna took you at least for me it will take me 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, so there are lot many ways to create numpy arrays. Like we have learned range function while learning basic Python course. So the first will be included, second will be excluded. Similarly, we can use this is np.arange function. So first is included, last one is excluded. It is an easy way to create a list. If you know the range and the values are sorted and separated by some space, you can basically if you define a list mathematically, then you can create it using the easily available functions. See, I told you that data generation is quite easy with all these packages. So similarly, 3 included to 21 excluded, and a difference of 6. So 3, 9, and 15. 3 plus 6, 9, 15 plus 9 plus 6, 15. Okay. So far, so good. What we have learned so far, NumPy is an important package for doing mathematics calculations. We can use matrix algebra and various mathematical functions that are available in NumPy package easily. जैसे हमने वहां पे range use किया था, we can use a range in NumPy package. Okay. Now this is an important function in data generation, linear space. Now, what is a linear space? See, so we are creating entries from 0 to 5, and we want to create 10 entries in 0 to 5. So, and all the entries should be linearly separated. So it will, if you draw this, on a XY coordinate system, then it will be coming as a straight line to you, because the difference in every variable is equal. So the first entry is 0. So remaining are 9 entries. So 5 minus 0 is 5 divided by 9. And it is coming exactly this. So let me show you what is 5 divided by 9. We can do this easily. Print 5 divided by 9. Control enter. So it's this 0.56. So all the entries are separated by this difference till 5. So it has generated 10 entries for you that are linearly separable with equal distance. Okay. Now we have created vector 4 with this. Now the magic of NumPy array, we can convert this array easily into matrix. We just need to use reshape function. So we are reshaping it to a matrix with 5 rows and 2 columns. So we have reshaped it to 5 rows and 2 columns. So things to notice here is that reshape is a function of vector 4. It gonna return another matrix or NumPy array. So it is not going to change vector 4 in it. So if we print vector 4 is still same. Let's store what is written with vector 4 dot reshape. So I'm saving this in vector 4 underscore reshape. And why I print this? It's printing me the matrix. So it is not changing vector 4 itself. Anyways, these small things, we are just at the beginning of NumPy package. With the time, you will be habitual to all these things. There is nothing to remember. You just need to keep all these things slightly in mind, like hash include in C. We never remembered it. It's just in our mind. So similarly, okay. Now moving to another function. So np dot zeros, it will create a matrix with 5 rows and 3 columns with all zeros. Similarly, np dot ones, 3 rows, 5 column with all ones. np dot I, so it will create a diagonal matrix with diagonal at the one, with diagonal elements are replaced by 1 and all other are 0. So you have a lot of ways to generate the data in with NumPy. Okay, so now you can do various matrix operation directly with NumPy. Like we can do addition, multiplication, subtraction, even division. We can do easily. Matrix division, if you gonna write this code in Python, so it will take a lot of your time, which is becoming very easy with using NumPy. Even we can get square root of a vector. So let's do this. So see, np dot a range 1 to 6, vector 5, then we have vector 5, we have vector 6. So if there are, okay, for matrix addition and matrix multiplication, there are some set of rules that need to follow. So it must be followed, otherwise it will give an error. So first, let's see if we are doing right, what's gonna happen. Then we'll see that if we are not doing it right, then what error we gonna get. So we have created two lists, 1 2 3 4 5 and 3 4 5 6 7. Vector 5 plus vector 6 will add individual elements and it will create 4 6 8 10 12. 5 plus 7 12, 4 plus 6 10, 3 plus 5 8. Similarly, can calculate vector 5 multiplied by vector 6. So it has multiplied these two vectors. Okay. Similarly, 1 by vector 5 and square root of each element. So, okay. Now we can do matrix multiplication as well. So that was a linear array multiplication. So when we do directly vector multiplication, what it give 1 comma 3, 1 into 3, 2 into 4, 3 into 5, 4 into 6, 5 into 7. So if you remember what is the matrix multiplication, so let me show you. Let me show you what is matrix multiplication. See. So for matrix multiplication, requirement is if the matrix is of size 3 cross 3, let's comment hash 3 cross 3, and the another matrix is of size hash. Hi. So while do multiplication of two matrix, the column of one matrix should be equal to row of another matrix. So while doing 1 cross 3 multiplied by 3 cross 3, we're gonna output a matrix of 1 cross 3. How this is gonna happen? So 1 2 3 multiplied by 1 4 1, then 1 2 3 multiplied by 2 5 8, and 1 2 3 multiplied by 1 9 9. So 1 8 3 12. Similarly 1 2 2 5 10, 10 2 12, and 3 8 24. So 12 plus 24 is 36. That's how we're gonna output a matrix. So see, matrix multiplication is very simple using NumPy. Okay. Let's leave this topic for now and let's move to the further topics. We're gonna learn about this in a while. So uh, let's use some more simpler functions that are very useful with NumPy package. Like we have created an array with these strings. So this is vector 7. We have provided blue, red, orange, different things, and then 6 as a numeric letter. And we're gonna see what are the unique values in this list. So we can use unique function in this to say that these are the unique values in this list. As I told you that with NumPy we can generate a random sampling which we're gonna use while learning AI and machine learning projects. So we can use a numpy random package, and there is a function called rand. So it will generate random variables. So let's see. So it has generated random variables for a 5,5 matrix, 5 rows and 5 columns matrix. These all are random variables. So when you will run it on your system, ये अलग results देंगे क्योंकि भाई ये तो random variables हैं. Similarly, if you use np.random.randn, so we have used random variables which do not have a specific difference between them. We can use randn, and it will give us standard normal random variables which are at unique distance from each other. So it will, in bracket you can specify that size of a matrix. So we have specified 10 comma 5, so it will generate a matrix of 10 rows and 5 columns for us. See, so generation of this kind of matrix become very easy while using using Numpy package. If you again run it, it will generate a different thing for you. See. So okay, now statistics is very important with AI and machine learning. We're gonna learn statistics in our future tutorials. So there are two things. As you know, mean is the division of all the elements of a vector divided by the count of those variables. Similarly, so control enter, randmat. Was our random matrix. Random matrix was this. So while doing addition of all these elements and dividing it by their count, it is very easy with the numpy packages. See, numpy.mean, this is the mean of this, and this is the standard deviation. What is standard deviation? It is a deviation of a variable from its mean. So this is the normal standard deviation uh, of this matrix. Okay, we can use other functions like minimum and maximum. Okay, so far we have learned some important topics, some important functions. What is the use of numpy package, how we can use different functions of numpy, and some basic functions like min, mean, minimum, maximum, standard deviation, how to create metrics using numpy package. What else we learned? Different matrix operations like matrix addition, multiplication, division, inverse of a matrix. Okay, what else we learned? How to create numpy arrays from the list, and a range function to get a range of variables which help us in creating numpy array. So hope you are doing good so far. Download this Python notebook at in your system. Go through these functions that we have just used. We're gonna meet again in our next video with some advanced NumPy topics, and then we're gonna learn pandas. And after that, we'll start learning some basic statistics and then AI and machine learning. So enjoy, guys. Keep watching and keep learning. Thank you.